Hello everyone, I'm Joseph Giunta, the music director and conductor of the Des Moines Symphony, welcoming you to today's chapter of The Listening Room. I'm going to speak about the final concert of our 2021-22 season of the Des Moines Symphony this coming weekend in the Civic Center. The concert begins with our final tribute to the 251st birthday of Beethoven, with a performance of his positive and majestic Consecration of the House Overture. Now, Beethoven himself called the piece a big overture composed in a grand style, and grand it indeed is. Starting with 5 fantastic chords to get everyone's attention, followed by a distant regal march, first played by the woodwinds, and then repeated with more instruments added, somewhat reminiscent of the great master George Frederick Handel. Later comes a contemplative prayer-like section, and then an exciting and vibrant fugue. This is a stunning tour de force for orchestra that ends in a big and celebratory way. Next, pianist Alessio Bax joins us for a performance of Tchaikovsky's brilliant First Piano Concerto. Alessio was born in Bari, Italy, and studied at Southern Methodist University. He won the Hamamatsu competition in Japan when he was only 19 years old, and 1 year later, won the Leeds International Piano Competition. The Piano Concerto is one of Tchaikovsky's most popular creations and continues to be a staple in concert halls throughout the world. Tchaikovsky revised the concerto 3 times, the final one being in 1888, which we play today. It's in the standard 3 movements. Next is Starburst by living female composer Jessie Montgomery. The piece was written in 2012 and commissioned by the Sphinx organization. Jessie describes the piece as a play on imagery of rapidly changing musical colors. There are these little exploding gestures that are followed by more fleeting melodies that create a multi-dimensional sound that I think you'll really enjoy. And finally, our concert comes to a grand finale close with Ravel's brilliant orchestration of Mussorgsky's Pictures and an Exhibition. Mussorgsky originally wrote this piece for piano in 1874, and in 1922, Serge Koussevitzky, conductor of the Boston Symphony, commissioned the great French composer Maurice Ravel to orchestrate it for a full modern orchestra. It was a grand idea, and it has become a part of the orchestral repertoire since its first performance. The work is made up of 10 short pieces, plus a recurring promenade. It was inspired when Mussorgsky visited an art museum that was full of Victor Hartmann watercolors and sketches that were on display after Hartmann had died. Mussorgsky was so taken by the sudden death of his friend that he decided to pay homage to him by composing a series of musical vignettes inspired by 10 of the artist's canvases. It's one of my very favorite pieces and the perfect way to end a successful season performed by your Des Moines Symphony. You won't want to miss it. Don't forget to click on the link that follows to hear some of my favorite performances of the works I just spoke about. And thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you at the Symphony on May 7th and 8th.